Tommy Mims, episode 2. Thank you again for tuning in. Continuity for continuity purposes, there's not gonna it's not gonna flow linear, right? You're gonna probably have to take some notes, jot a few things down, do your due diligence, and basically identify where you where the information that you currently have and attach it to the information that I'm providing to you, right? And I want to have this conversation because this it really dawned on me that um, the wealth gap is is a result of our inability to pursue, right? Continuously pursue. Um, we might identify our answer at the first search, right? We might Google something and we might find the top four, and we might believe that that might be the answer for us. I mean, ultimately, it is the answer, but the price that we paying for that answer might be detrimental to our overall expense. The conversation I wanted to have, the story I wanted to tell you, basically, is right. So, I'm on Instagram, and I stumbled upon one of those. What do they call them? The influencers, right? And the influencer had put their name, and they were selling a book, a vending machine book, right? And the vending machine book was about $45. No, I did not buy. Ironically, that same week, earlier that week, my close friend, she had sent me the vending machine book. I read that book in about 20, 30 minutes. It's a quick read, you know what I mean? Quick read. I said, how do I now this is the thing for all of us. We gotta get the information and then put the information into action. Right? And the internet really exploits that, right? And it really shows us that it really tells us that look, I'm gonna give you this information and it's easy to proceed with it. You know, they would say you would see a meme, right? And it would say passive income, and it would provide different ways of income, vending machine, um, sharing your internet site, sharing your website, free marketing and stuff like that. Like they would give you a list of things that you would like, yo, I could go do that. I could go do that. And you would judge yourself and say, I'm not doing that. So I'm not eating because I'm not doing that. Um, I say that to say, so back to the vending machine conversation. So what I did was I said, let me put this into action, right? I had a couple. I think I had like $600 in my savings account, right? And I said $600 savings account for use. And I said, let me. This money is not providing any over long term profit for me within the next year. This money could sit in here for another year, and that $600 will probably be $5.99. Nah, it'll probably be 602, 603, $6, and I mean $600 and 3 cents, right? Or maybe $6 and maybe 603, $603. I don't know. I'll be blessed to get $3. I'll be blessed to get $3. In reality, I'm not probably gonna get 12 cents because it's 0.01% interest at the banks right now. If you know anything better than that, anything better than that, that's probably in the 2%, 3%. Give me leave that under the comment thing. You know what I'm saying? And let me know so I can at some point put my savings into that banking account. But so essentially, what I'm saying is that well, I forgot what I was talking about, but basically I'm talking about the vending machine thing, right? So I see what old girl was doing. She was selling $45 for the joint, and people were purchasing, buying, 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 buying. I'm not knocking the hustle. I'm not knocking it at all. Hustle, hustle, hustle. But what I am saying for you, the consumer, right? Your research, right, and your resources are very important. So it's important that you identify your resources, the people around you, and you research, right? Because after she did that, I was like, let me. My homegirl gave me this, but let me do some more research, and I found a vending machine pamphlet for the same for free. Um, so To that statement is that do your due diligence. You know what I mean? Do your research. You know, continuously work to get the information and make sure it meets you at your value. Now, there's people who could afford that $45 and be like, I'm getting on it. I'm getting on it. I'm using it. I'm using it. But I'm about to drop a jewel on all of y'all right now. All of y'all right now. This whole vending machine shit, right? Because I know that's one of those passive incomes, right? And this is not just my experience. This is the experience you're gonna have to go through. And I don't think they really tell you what you're gonna have to go through to really get that thing started. And no, I do not have a vending machine, right? So I'm like, all right, let me get this going. So I take the $600 and I'm like, all right, let me play. Let me see how I could use this as equity to provide me some more profit over the time in a year. It might gain me some interest. Even if I sell one bag of chips, I'm gonna earn more than I do sitting in it in the bank. Well, after I make the money back from my initial investment, right? My principal investment. Remember that word, because like I said, this is not a linear thing, and I'm gonna talk about principal investments at some point in the future. But so I'm like, all right, let me go on Facebook Market. I go on Facebook Market. I'm like, all right, let me find somebody. I find somebody. Bow. Half price, $300 for a vending machine. You feel me? Joint got it. You could probably fill about hundred something joints in there. You be good. So I'm like, all right, I'm about to get this vending machine. I hit old girl up, hit the lady up. I'm like, all right, can I get that vending machine? She's like, yeah, you could get it, but I don't know if it works or not. I was like, but the thing says it works, so you could come check it. I was like, all right, set it up so I could come check it. Boom. She don't reply to me for like 2 weeks. I'm every single day, bling, 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 knocking it down, trying to hit her up. She's not replying to me. But I'm like, oh, this is probably a scam. But I'm so eager to get this thing off the ground and have some type of passive income. I'm urgent about it. So eventually it goes down and she replies back. She tells me she sold it. She no longer has it. And I'm assuming that there was a scam because she didn't really follow through. But I could have jumped onto another situation, and I did observe other situations, and there were vending machines for sale, but it wasn't in the $600 ratio. And most of these people will tell you, you could get a vending machine for about $600, and they'll tell you could get it and get going, and you be off the road, and you start earning passive income. You could quit your job today, and you could just make money off of your vending machines. It's a lie. It's not true. It'll never happen. That's not how life works. Most of these people are selling their vending machines because they can no longer sustain a lifestyle with those vending machines, and they actually provide more detrimental than they do profitable. But for those who winning out there, keep winning. More facts to you, and keep winning out there. And if you are one of those vending machine companies that do see this and want to throw me a vending machine and test it out, throw me a vending machine. But what I'm saying is, let me finish this conversation. So the vending machine, that don't fall through. But let me think about this, right? Let's say hypothetically the opportunity came to me, right? The opportunity was really something official, and the lady gave me that opportunity to make this happen. So I would have bought the vending machine $600, right? Now, actually, she was giving it to me, selling it for $300. Let's say I would have bought the vending machine for $300. I had $300 more to use to buy the product for the vending machine, pick up the vending machine because I do not have a truck. I do not have a truck to pick up a vending machine, and I'd have had to purchase a U-Haul, maybe $20. But in that $20, in addition, I would have needed a debit or credit card. So my finances will also have to have been in some type of a profitable way where I could have a debit or credit card. Most Americans have a debit or credit card. I would say, hypothetically speaking, if I'm not living in my bubble, many people probably don't have a debit or credit card. But to do this, you need a debit or credit card in addition, or you need somebody who does have a debit or credit card, right? Because you need to go to the U-Haul and get this vehicle to pick up that vending machine. And then when you got that vending machine, you'd have brought it back to your house, and then you'd have had to get bulk, right? You'd have had to get bulk of the product. So how do you get bulk of the product? We talking about BJ's, Costco's, which is currently closing, I think, all of them. But those places, you need membership. Everybody don't got membership. But to be able to have a vending machine company that is successful to some degree, you need to have a membership. So hypothetically speaking, you get the BJ's membership. Boom, then you get all your product for the BJ's membership. All your product from the BJ's, right? And then you go fill your vending machine up. You got maybe about $600, $700, $800 worth of stuff in there. Let's say I don't even know how much you can fit in there. I've never done it before, so you put all your stuff in there, and then now what? Stuck in the garage, right? Yeah, because now you got a contract, right? That's the game right there. The game is the contract, right? Now, let's say before you started all of that, you'd had the contract to the location and have already identified that the locations that you will be using are a profitable margin for your vending machine for whatever product you got in the vending machine, whether they're chips, juices, or soda, right? Then you jump on that. That is the game right there. The contracts. Business is not walking around giving out contracts. They're not providing you with those opportunities to really develop and take your business to the next level. They not. And then you got to pay a fee to these businesses to be able to put your vending machine into these businesses. I say that I'm not a bias to the vending machine industry. I'm not biased. I think it's all possible, all tangible. But I think that the people, the people selling the business is not selling you the right business, right? They selling you a profitable business for them. They're selling you a pamphlet for $45 to let you know, like, look, let you know that, look, you could do this too. Give me $45. What? You are feeding off of the people's vulnerabilities. That ain't right. Or maybe it is. If y'all think that's up for commentary, up for discussion, let's have it. Let's have it. Because at this moment, not sure. I'm not sure if feeding off of the backs of those who don't have and looking for a real opportunity, right? Because the information is pertinent to some degree. And the some degree means that the information is viable only if it's applied. So the question is, before you provide these people with that information, provide them with the process, a little bit of tangibles, right? Like, you know, before you go to the foot massage parlor, I mean, they already provided you with the tangibles. You probably should have feet. You know, before you go get this vending machine book on this how to do it, you probably need a debit card. You probably need a vehicle for transportation to pick it up. You probably need, like, these are the variables that they're not discussing with you, and that's what's really important to really ensure that people are having those conversations with you about. It's like just the necessities, and that might help those analyze and assess whether they really want to be a part of this thing or not. And that is not just a vending machine conversation. That's in all aspects of business that you guys are rushing out there getting into and believing that there's transparency and those business deals when they're not, when people are actually profiting and you continue to remain marginalized in your communities. Now you have this information and you can't do shit with it. Or you can. Just gotta apply it.